The demon prince of all demon princes is here. Let's go. And the twins have made their show. Now this is a matchup I think everyone should be excited for. Wood Elves, Warriors of Chaos. Here on this map. So if you know, you know. Alright. Bird versus Skarbrand. Skarbrand off with his Warriors of Chaos. Bird on the side with Dryads. And then a full-on scale invasion into the second objective, middle objective. And yeah, looking at this, Farbark Elders and all these. Hell Cannon getting ready, Marauders off to the side, Be'lakor ready to fight. Twins already taking shots on Be'lakor, which makes perfect sense. Something I think we all saw coming. Yeah, just trying to hide behind that tower right now. Going over his abilities. Pit of Shades doesn't surprise me, but Enfeebling Foe was kind of a... Nah, I don't think it's a weird pick, but it makes sense. And look at these Eternal Guards. Ooh, good shot. Took a chunk out of him. 1600? Yeah, Be'lakor's trying to dodge these shots, but they're... Oh, man. Then the Hell Cannon again. Cut him in half. Yeah, and those fire... or those heat-seeking arrows these twins have. Never missing a shot. Jeez. Speaking of heat-seeking... Oh, man, that Hell Cannon's just destroying, but I think the War Dancers need more attention than those Eternal Guard. I mean, Eternal Guard aren't nothing, but... I think the War Dancers are really what you gotta worry about since he's got so many Chaos Warriors. But since their formations are so loose, it's hard to get entire... It's harder to get more losses out of them than it is the Eternal Guard, I guess. Which makes sense. And the Hell Cannon, even with its name, doesn't do fire damage, so it's not ideal. I don't like the Pit of Shades right here, but where else is he gonna put it? I don't know, I think a Pit of Shades with the War Dancers, and the War Dancers are still coming in, so maybe the Pit of Shades isn't as bad as I thought. No. Now with the War Dancers coming in, joining in on the scrap, taking in that Pit of Shades and Hell Cannon fire. So yeah, never mind, I like the Pit of Shades now. But even with that said, I think it's still pretty close to even. Aspiring Champs coming in, trying to deal with these War Dancers, and I don't know if they'll win. It's hard to say, even with the armor. One spell could take... No, I don't know what spell. Glade Riders coming in from the forest off from the side, being eaten by dogs and trolls, and the twins trying to shoot up the Hell Cannon. Marauders, Horsemen trying to throw axes into them, trying to keep them honest, but it's not going to keep them honest if they could just blow away. And there they go. Not too much damage over there, and I think they're going to get that Hell Cannon. Skarbrand up in value. Very little value to be the difference of the two, but Bird's got more units. Bird's got more units, he's going to hold this objective. Although Be'lakor on the main objective might be the key point right here. If he can destroy everything here, and all he loses is a Hell Cannon for his troubles, I think it's worth it. Branch rates causing these Chaos Warriors to die down with that Mystifying Miasma. That character has to go. It's a cheap character too. Probably is no more than 1,000, honestly. I don't know if it's on horse right now. No, wait, it's a branch rate. Of course it's not. So yeah, it's probably less than 1,000. Maybe even less than that. 600-700. Get these cheap foot characters. 43 speed ain't bad either. Twins still. His twins already used more than half their ammunition. Wow, that's probably just doing on the Hell Cannon and such. Which means that's pretty efficient. Be'lakor will be alive if he can get his healing off. Even with the twins putting arrows into his back, I think he'll be fine. Deepwood Scouts, Swift Shiver Shards, getting hit with the pit. Probably Be'lakor dropping on him soon. And what are they going to do? Throw War Dancers on Be'lakor? I don't think so. Chaos Trolls have fallen. Oh, that makes sense. All those Eternal Guards still walking around, although I would have liked if the Trolls came over to deal with these War Dancers and Deepwood Scouts and such. There's probably Deepwood Scouts actually into those Trolls. Man, Deepwood Scouts are so good. Stalk, basically shotgun arrows. They will just tear apart through everything. Blade Singers into the Aspiring Champs is just sad. They will chew through them. Probably up in the upwards of 84 melee attack, armor piercing, anti-infantry. Yeah. They ain't gonna last. The branch rate's at least gone, but the center's gone for Skarbrand. It looks like there's a well, not substantial, but there's a points lead there for Bird. He is just accumulating points. Jeez. Dogs trying to finish off those deep woods as they should, no matter how little they are. But the War Dancers will pick them up along with the support from the deep woods as well. Skarbrand not knowing where to go and what to do. It'd be hard. I wouldn't even bother with the twins. They don't have any capture weight. They're kind of annoying, but I think I would finish off these deep woods and then go for the probably more of the War Dancers. I think the War Dancers really are his biggest issue, because if he takes care of all the infantry units, he can come in with his own infantry and only have to deal with what, Firebark Elders? Yeah, I think that would be ideal. Easier to capture the points and easier to deal with the point. Yeah, the Firebark Elders and the Treekin and all of them would take forever to deal with, but yeah, they don't have any support, they will fall. And speaking of fall, Skarbrand doesn't have a single point, so Bird did a great job making sure that didn't happen. He has learned from me. No, Bird has taken some lessons in some other of his fights and putting them on the show. Twins are run out of ammo. Deepwood Scouts still are alive. Jeez, those things. Even though they don't have much HP, I think it's like 54, 44k. They still have a lot of models and still shooting. And the twins too, down their last quiver, or down their last few arrows in the quiver. Hell Cannon trying to get into some shots, but let's see how much damage those were. Yeah, not great. Not bad, not great. It's like 500 damage. If Bellicor can get in there, ooh, yeah, fear them away. But then you have all this coming down to the center, and they ain't slow units. Those are pretty fast units, and they will pick up Bellicor on the way. That was a great Hell Cannon shot to those War Dancers. Jeez. Bellicor can pick up those two, get some healing off, hopefully. It's not going to be a lot of healing, but it's going to be some healing. The difference of value, though, is still pretty substantial. Nah, I wouldn't say substantial, but the points is... points, looks like Skarbrand's going to need a triple cap, and he's got a whole mess of units from the third objective coming down to the center. Or, I mean, Bird's home objective. For those who aren't sure what that means. And the Hell Cannon's still free, but the Firebarks and Treekin are still alive. Trolls are at least picking up some units. I would like them to come in the back of those War Dancers right now to at least provoke some fear. And I think Skarbrand would actually stand a shot to deal with most of these incoming units. He's even got some Hell Scourges in the back just in case it's a steal, but I don't think he's going to steal it from the Eternal Guard. Not after that wipe. Yup. Just finishing off everything here. Seems pretty good. Glade Riders on the side. War Dancers, and Dryads. That's not a lot. And I think Bellicor and them can handle that. Marauders dodging these Eternal Guard who are getting off the point. It's not looking too bad. Skarbrand could bring it back if he finishes off these War Dancers. But the twins are being dealt with on the Hell Cannons, which is a problem. I think if he could move... Oh, and they're also Severclaw in there, so the twins aren't going to live. All he has to do is move the Hell Cannon out of there. I don't know about that Pit of Shades. Everything's too loose right now in that formation. I mean, it's on him, but I don't know how many units. I don't know if it's worth it. I think you could have waited just a few more seconds while those Glade Riders engaged. Yeah, with the Glade Riders engaged, you would have hit, what, 3-4 units? Maybe? And you got some Hell Scourges getting charged in by the Glade Riders right now, when they didn't need to be. Oh yeah, the difference is becoming 1,000 soon, 1,000 value difference. But 6 unit difference too. Bellicor's not looking so good. He's not getting a lot of healing off either. And even though I know how this fight goes, I think you already know how Bellicor's score is going to look. I'll give you a few seconds to think what that score is going to be, how much value he accumulates. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So we'll see at the end, and if you guessed it right, let me know. Because it's the only score he ever gets if he's used properly throughout the game. Which it's kind of good, but also kind of sad. because I never see Be'lakor get above or below this score in value. It's pretty close sometimes, but most of the time it's, if used efficiently throughout the fight, he never gets above or below it. Maybe by 100 points or 50 points or so, somewhere in between there. Look at this beautiful fight. Be'lakor versus the twins. I'm surprised the twins are actually still alive. I'm surprised the Severclaw didn't shoot them up where they're trying to go for the Hell Cannon. But that makes sense why the Hell Cannon's still around. And then Be'lakor finally falls. Unfortunate. And that's probably going to be game. Difference is soon to be 2,000. Triple capped. Units of Skarbrand are scattered. And the Hell Cannon's not going to be enough to finish off all this. Although I do like the Hell Cannon. The infantry of Skarbrands are going to take forever to get here, and that's going to be game. It's going to get its shots off. Twins will probably die trying to shut it down, or at least shut it down for a little while, but yeah, it's going to get cleaned up, and that's going to be it. GG's, boys, GG's. Alright, let's see what Skarbrand's score was. Or Skarbrand. Let's see what Be'lakor's score was. Be'lakor's 34, yep, 3,400. That's usually what he gets, neither above or below. He never is efficient. He's always neutral, which is kind of sad. I think I would have chosen. I think I would have decided to take some of these Chosen and Chaos Warriors down to Marauder level, just so you have more bodies, and just let Hell Cannon and Be'lakor kind of mess with the rest of the army. I think that would have been ideal. There's not a lot of ways for Wood Elves to shut down all those unless he goes mass arrows. But even then, with all his shields, it's not the worst. But if he does go mass arrows, Be'lakor and the Hell Cannon will have the day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, please like, sub. We're on the road to 1,000 right now, and your support would be appreciated. Come see the stream, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, Fridays. And yeah, say hello, show some love, or come play. Alright folks, with all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace, and goodbye for now.